There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the ACC, the Rice Owls. For the
Let's go, boy.
Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Hey, boo. Do me a favor and close that door for.
Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
Calm down, bro.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
DB's locked up tight on the receiver. They'll give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Off play action. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes the offense are hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushes, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned fast.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Genty. On the move is the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play. Get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Booyah.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back.
Oh, got to catch that. Got to catch that.
Physical in pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it
in. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Genty. Got some room into the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score Boise State 7, Rice 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Rice rushes to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Makes the grab. It's Connors. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Jesse looking at taking down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward
to
have a lot of balance, right?
Got to block.
To keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw.
Oh, God damn it.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Damn. That was almost interception.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force.
You got to pick that off, dog.
Very lucky to get
You
it
got to
back.
pick that off.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
You just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 90.
Nothing.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
You have a what?
He was looking for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45.
You have a what? Yeah. All right. Dude, it's April. It ain't even Easter yet. You worry about Christmas. Nah, next Sunday.
Boise State has it back ready to go work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate. It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the fourth. They go to the ground. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Boise State 7, Rice 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the ground with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Defense in press coverage. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He'll take a shot.
Oh,
It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in football range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
I should have went
Now
one-on-one.
on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chain. Try to get it on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Are you as surprised as I am that they didn't throw the football there?
Man, I'm shocked. You get in those situations, 99% of the time, those are passes, but slip in the run, maybe a little confusion by the defense, thinking pass, pass, pass. It worked, so nobody complains.
The Broncos have this offense rolling. Now from inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's right on target. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted. But a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one will.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it set up on the outside.
Good tap.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Rice rushes to the line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
It'll be third and short.
It's about to start doing it.
Quarterback will audible. They turn to the passing game on third and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets the give. One step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And now on third down after that last run. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break up the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Quarterback Steve looking for just
He didn't get that touchdown.
daylight. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third you're trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, right. The 18 unit on the field. Wants to go up. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it.
Oh, this nigga here.
That's
a trash single.
What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And he winds up right where he put him on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again.
Come on, throw the ball.
Picked off.
He open. Throw the ball.
He makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go with a direct snap. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5.
Hey, can't keep doing that hurry up offense like that, dog. Making me use my play.
Quarterback checking off.
Switch my plays. I can't switch plays like that.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the wideout. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal with a chance to take the lead before the break. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. First down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. Second down after that loss of yards play.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And they're able to get him down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. using his legs. It's Genty. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got
Time
a
out, I go
timeout
get
here
the ball
late in the
back.
first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 7 over the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout.
Oh!
Incomplete. Man.
This nigga hit me killing my momentum, man. All that fucking pausing. Shit.
That one back defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Working that left side.
The fuck? I need balls. Shit.
Go, gets it down to the 37. It's a
If he
first down.
run a hurry ball, he's making killing my fucking play.
He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Boise State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback checking the play.
Damn.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe
Hello?
what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
Hello? For what? Yeah. But it's almost over.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
Go get him.
Fires to the right.
Go get him.
He's got it.
Hey,
There's
he
a
got
timeout
that.
called as this offense tries to find
Some
a way
bullshit.
to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's not afraid to go deep.
The defense.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and I like to shot the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And the pass hits, picked off. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
28, Rice, 11.
Just about set to kick it away.
35, set to kick off.
You were smart last night.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23.
You feel better today?
Where he would have been with a touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions.
Oh, you got to make that play. You got to be there.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And those RPOs can confuse the defense, can cause a little bit of hesitation.
Ain't had nowhere else to look.
Hesitation was just enough. Hand it off, get the first down on 3rd down.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They were trying to set up the screen, and they almost threw the thing away. They're lucky it's 3rd down.
You just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
Defense.
And it slipped through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Here's the handoff. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout.
Ooh. I should have went up top.
Been his second of the game.
Man, I fucked up on out.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
At the 34-yard line. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do it.
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Navy was anything but dominant today, but the midshipmen are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Connors. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for a fair catch.
This nigga pausing again. God damn. Jesus Christ.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Warner. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third down, going up top. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Hit as he throws. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown Broncos! And the route is on. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
That makes the score Boise State 42, Rice 11.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball. The 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass, it's Warner. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading as much as they are.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down after the incompletion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Rice rushes to the line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Sixth play of the drive coming up.
Black 24. Let's go.
They'll run it from the gun. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The give from the gun. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You know, in the running game, there's a lot of ways that you can attack a defense. You can do it conventionally with running backs, and we're seeing more and more teams use the quarterback in the RPO game and zone reads. But I love when you sprinkle in a little jet sweep. Use the athleticism of your wide receivers to help you go get first downs.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Excuse me.
Give to the single back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Gets it out fast. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Back to throw, it's Warner. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
They keep attacking through the air. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. Second down coming up.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Right back to the well. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock.
Oh, he's full of bullshit.
And flew down with some bad intentions.
Here on 3rd down. The give to the back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you were talking about.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Connors. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on 1st second and third down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job of reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
And I think this offense is
Oh, shit.
surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Getting some heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42. Rice. 17.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no day.